Yes, so this diagram is showing all the numbers that are greater than -3. Yes, 2 is greater than -3, 1 is greater than -3, and you can see the arrow is not stopping. So the arrow is indicating that the numbers continues. Numbers like 3, 4, 5, 6, up to 9 million, whatever. All the numbers that are greater than -3. Now, you remember where you realize as we say all the numbers that are, the word that we said is greater than. Okay? The word that we said is greater than. Now, you can remember now we said now that the inequality sign has two parts. It has the greater than part and it has the less than part. Okay, remember we said that. Here it is. Okay, the greater than part and the less than part. Okay, so now the mere fact that we say greater than, then is the opening that has to face the x. X is greater than -3. Now this is just one way to write this. There's another way to write this, and it means the same thing. X. Now I can choose to put the -3 here. Okay. So let's put that as or. So you can have this notation, or you can write it that way. And I would recommend that for the solutions for these 3 ABC to write it 2 ways. Please write it 2 ways. Okay. X is greater than -3. All the numbers that are greater than -3. This statement and that statement is communicating the same information, because you always begin with the letter X when you are reading this inequality statement. Okay, and the word for X is all the numbers that are. So this is saying all the numbers that are greater than -3. This is saying the same thing, all the numbers that are greater than -3. Okay, so please bear that in mind. Okay, you can write this 2 different ways. For the in-between, there's only one way to write it, because bear in mind X is in the middle, and you know, so there's no 2 ways you can write this one there, the in-between ones. All right, the in-between ones is for part D, the in-between ones. But when you have those open-ended ones, open-ended means there's an arrow in one end, you can write it 2 ways. Okay, so therefore now the solutions for these 3 questions, please write it 2 ways, because they are all open-ended. Okay, there's an arrow pointing in each end, so you can write it 2 ways. So for this one, you all said all the numbers that are less than 1. Okay, so there are 2 ways to symbolically write this down. X is less than 1. Please write it 2 ways. Okay.